Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why do you talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it that you do? Why you always rapping about it that you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Throwing Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter play one from the bottom, number 31 in the league, Charles, against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now it's Lockett. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The numbers for Walker last week, 22 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
One thing I do know, teams in the NFL don't treat this like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. It's been mentioned all week long about going out and getting him the rushing title. He'll see the ball, and he'll see it often.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Second down at 6 now from the 42. And going right back to Walker. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it consistently here. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Charbonnet fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you're ran.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Lumberjacks will jump on top. First score here this afternoon. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now Jones. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Ioannidis bullying his way in and sticking him to the turf. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Jones. Open man, that's Henry. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Jones in trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped it, now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Jones throwing to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Isaiah Simmons, now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. Here's Walker to start the drive to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilcox firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Take a look at this Patriots defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And down he'll go at the 25. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 7 carries, 53 yards.
And only 7 carries in last week's game, and I just don't know how any runner can really get loose.
Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And it will be intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And now they'll shift things around. And with very little time left on the play clock, Pete Carroll's going to call timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Wilcox going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Wilcox working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, Wilcox. Walker with a grab, left side. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They run again with Walker. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 30. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. 66 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains. Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5. And now a handoff to Charbonnet. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Zach Charbonnet. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. New England's offense set to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here we go. 11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Wagner. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go, verse 11.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Uchenna Nwosu came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Jones on the move past the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Big play there for New England. 45 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
21.
Now Jones on 1st down. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. Jones. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Isaiah Simmons able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
Now Brown, he lost the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Wilcox going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Back to throw. Wilcox. He's got his big tight end, Fant, and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he goes out right around the 39. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort, but not what you want to see this late in the season. The medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And now an audible here into something else. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On first down, Wilcox going right back to Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Walker once more, pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We got a man shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Walker is in for a touchdown. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Returnable for Lockett. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Still about 3 yards shy of the first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 13 at a New England first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch. Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun. Jones got the connection here to Bourne. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Wagner. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Open man is Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Here we go. 11. Operating from the gun. Jones. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
19, Tiger, 19, 70 ring, 18, Pioneer, 79 Bronco. Hurry.
Back to throw. Wilcox going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Second and 6 from the 10. Walker with another carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
New England on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle, here's Walker. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Here's Walker, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, he has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Lumberjacks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Hey, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Omaha! Sit hot! You're hot!
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. That is caught.
Here we go.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Wagner. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones throwing on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's Wagner. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Jones. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones. Touchdown. Charlie Warner. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hans team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. This now a 3rd and 4. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, set. Warrior 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Left wing 19, back 60.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Wilcox. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Operating from the gun, Wilcox. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, Wilcox. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Jones. And he comes back with one complete.
Here we go.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Wagner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. To throw is Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Now Jones. And the pressure gets to him again. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that one.
They're down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Let's go now. Have position, have position. 18 left, 18 left. Trap 60, trap 60.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Pats come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football.